Welcome to another session of stock car racing here at Skegness Raceway on the east coast of England in Lincolnshire. Today we focus on the Brisca Formula 2 stock cars racing on a fine sunny Sunday afternoon. Over 30 cars here to do battle, including a number of big names from across England and Scotland. We will also be seeing in action the young guns in the national ministox. They contest their East Coast Championship here today, and also a quick insert from the Brisca Formula 1 stock cars as well, as they contest the Andrew Batty Memorial Trophy. Busy weekend for the F2s, including racer turned promoter Rob Speak in the field today. Look out for the 218 car. Two heats for the Brisca F2s in the first part of our programme. Then the fourth heat of the programme, we'll take a quick insert from the national mini-stocks. 4 qualifying heats for them today. In part 2, we'll have the Andrew Batty Memorial for Brisca F1. The final for the F2s, the East Coast Championship for the national minis, and the Grand National for the F2s rounds out the programme. On track then with over 30 cars out there for heat number 1 and all-in formats for the Brisca Formula 2s today. Names to watch include Rob Speak in 218. Dave Polly in number 38, Charlie Ginchard, the former novice of the year, Mickey Brennan, number 968, the former double world champion, Andrew Palmer, former world of shale champion. Look out also for Courtney Witts in 780, making the switch from Brisca F1 to F2 for this season. But it's 947 of Sam Dobbs on pole. 177, I think there's Chris Masters also in there. 182 is Jack White. Here we go over 16 laps for the Brisca Formula 2 stock cars. Heat number 1, already bumpers going in among the red graders. Harley Burns, 992, 210, Tristan Clayton. There's a bit of a tangle there in the middle of the white top. Somebody slowing up. Everybody else gets away except for Harley Burns, who gets spun out. Tristan Clayton's gone into the wall as well. Chaos among the red tops early on. Andy Bentley there we saw from the camera on Rob Speak's front bumper on the curve. Rob Speak, the 8-time Brisca F2 world champion. Won just about every other title available to him in the sport back in the 1990s. Gets the bumper in there on Dan Roots in the 776 car. Moves to the inside, now attacking a couple of the blue graders. Sam Dobbs, 947 it is, who leads the way. We go on board with Henry King, number 78, back in Brisca F2 after a spell racing Legends cars. Back to the world of contact racing, pushing and shoving there. Nicely done in the midfield. Down Roots under fire again from Rob Speak in 218. Through goes Dave Polly in the number 38, former national points champion. Competed in 100 meetings in a single season a few years ago to win that title. Mickey Brennan gets through there, past Mark Taylor in 444. There's quite a few cars off and out of the race already. Nice lively start for the Brisca F2s. 801 there, Jack Cave side by side with 606 of Andrew Palmer, multiple world of shale champion. Pretty quick on tarmac as well. Bumpers go in again there. Ben Germany gets sent wide, so does Ben Lockwood in the 618. We lose one of the yellow tops on the outside of turn 2. I'll try and identify that in a moment. Still Sam Dobbs with the lead there. He is in number 947. Quite a considerable lead here over the higher graders making their way through the field. Try and work out who's in second place. Looks like John Broach in the 722 in second at the moment. 621 there, Emma Mellis making her way through. The yellow grader, one of 3 ladies racing today. Jess Ward and Courtney Witts are the others. See an increasing number of female racers. There's about half a dozen in Brisca F1 now as well. See the ladies doing well. Plenty of young ladies in national mini-stocks we'll see later on as well. Their East Coast Championship here today. There's Mickey Brennan, 968, twice a world champion. Rob Speak closes up on one of his fellow star graders. That's Charlie Ginchard, one of the Seneschal family spun out on the inside. There's 3 of them racing today. I think that was 379, which is Dale Seneschal Jr., Dale Senior and Darren Seneschal also racing today. Second half of this race now, starting to wind down the laps. It's still Sam Dobbs, the white grader, with a clear lead. Rob Speak closes up onto the back of Charlie Ginchard. Nice fast-paced start to the action for the Brisca F2s today. These cars with 2-litre engines. Bumper going in there from Rob Speak on the 738 car of Joe Woods. Rob Speak spins out. Out goes the 218. Oh, disaster for the racer turned promoter here at Skegness. He's trying to rejoin. Leader goes through. Sam Dobbs in the 947. A couple of laps to go for him. Are we going to have a white grade winner in our first Brisca F2 race of the day? Coming up to lap Paul Bailey, number 297, the veteran campaigner from Derbyshire. A couple of laps to go now for Sam Dobbs in 947. He's still busy in the midfield here. He's got to negotiate these back markers as carefully as he can. One car going wide and wallop straight in goes, I think that was Ben Spence in the 903 car. And the yellow flags are going to come out, and that's the last thing that Sam Dobbs wanted to see. Because the caution comes out and he's going to have to do a one-lap shootout here, and this is going to close everybody up onto the back of the 947 car. He was within about 200 yards of victory there. It was Ben Spence who got put in. The bumper went in on him from another of the yellow tops, and wallop straight in he goes. Not carrying his usual number because of a rollover in another event, Ben Spence, so he can't see the 903 on his wing. I had to wait to identify who that was. So Sam Dobbs has got to anticipate this restart. It's a shootout for the win. Looks like it's John Broach in second place. And Tommy Farrell, I think, is third in the 667 there. And then we've got Dave Polly in the 38. So white, yellow, blue and red behind the race leader. White grader Sam Dobbs. Behind them is number 78, that's Henry King. This is going to be an interesting one. There's Charlie Ginchard, Dale Seneschal and the rest of them. Keeping it very steady, trying to anticipate this restart. It's a sprint for the line here at Skegness. Sam Dobbs gets away well. John Broach up behind him. Here comes Tommy Farrell, the man from the southwest, on the inside in 667. He gets up the inside into second place. Here comes Dave Polly as well, but Dobbs has got away. Are they going to lunge at him on the final turn? One more lap to go this time. Henry King getting the bumper in on John Broach, who drops back. Inchard trying to come through on the inside. Can Sam Dobbs hang on? Up in the second now is Dave Polly. We're on the final lap. Here they come out of turn two. Dave Polly is surely going to get the bumper in here. Here he goes, walloping goes the bumper, fires Sam Dobbs in, and Dave Polly comes through. Dobbs crashes off the wall. Polly wins it. I think Dobbs did hang on for second place. What a shame for Sam Dobbs. If it hadn't been for that yellow flag, he'd have won that race. But it's Dave Polly who takes it. Jack Cave crossing line on three wheels there. It's Dave Polly. We normally see him winning on the shale these days. He can certainly turn it on the tarmac as well. He takes our first Brisca F2 win here at Skegness. Sam Dobbs did cross the line in second. Has come to a halt after the flag there. So has Jack Cave with a loose wheel. Certainly all happened there in that two-lap sprint for the line. Dave Polly the winner ahead of Sam Dobbs with that last spin lunge. Henry King taking third ahead of Charlie Ginchard and Mickey Brennan. Ben Lockwood in sixth ahead of Dale Seneschal. Then Jack Cave finishing on three wheels. Dan Roots and Andrew Palmer rounding out the top 10.
Heat 1 winner, 38, Dave Polly. More used to seeing you win on shale, but tarmac form's looking good.
Yeah, it's been alright recently. I think Rob seems to have shook it up with this different tyre on the front, and I think my car likes it, so it's alright. It suits me, I don't mind.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have affected the racing. That was a good fast heat. There was plenty going on as well.
Yeah, I think the car numbers helped. Running all in today with a few more cars, always get a bit more action. So it's good. It's a good stock car race, that.
And of course you've built some new tarmac cars this year. We can see Mickey's in the background as well. They're going well.
Yeah, Mickey was going well and is just out last week, so it's good.
Take the challenge to the RCEs and everybody else?
We always take the challenge.
Well, best of luck for the rest of the meeting.
Thank you.
Heat 2, the same group of drivers out on track. We've got 29 cars out there for this one. Dave Polly will go for his double. Sam Dobbs, I think, is back out there in among the white graders. Yep, he's at front of the grid again alongside Jack White in the number 182 car. Mark Taylor behind them, 379 Dale Seneschal Jr. Blue graders headed by Ben Germany and Henry King. Good to see Ben Spence is back out, so he took a big wallop in the first race. Rob Speak there as well, he spun out of Heat 1. Starts alongside Tristan Clayton. 642 novice grader Sam Mason starting from the back. As away we go. Ben Germany very slow away there from the blue grades. Like he might have a slight problem. Already a tangle there. Mark Taylor tangled up with Seneschal, who runs over his front wheel, trying to get going again. Number 5 under fire there. That's Ayrton Mills. Oh, we got one car on top of another. Mickey Brennan somehow gets through, carrying our camera. Tristan Clayton on top of Harley Burns, and that's going to be a stoppage. So the race stopped. Complete chaos there coming out of turn 2. Tristan Clayton parked on the bonnet of Harley Burns in 992. The field brought to a halt, and and that will be a restart. Sam Dobbs had led off. There was first a tangle between Dale Seneschal and Mark Taylor in 444, but then further behind there was one of the yellow graders got spun aside, then more cars just seemed to get caught up. Jamie Jones was the man spun aside, and then Harley Burns spun out. Tristan Claydon finding an interesting place to park. Yes, Andrew Bentley took out the 915 of Jamie Jones, we see there, 939, 915, and there's Claydon. Can't park there, says Harley Burns. There's number 5, one of those who put the bumper in, Ayrton Mills. Just making sure there of Tristan Claydon's parking place. Saves a bit on tyre wear, doesn't it? So we'll try again then. Sam Dobbs in the lead in 947. Jack White in second in 182. Looks like that's Courtney Witts up in third, number 780. We've seen her in Brisca F1 in the past. Then Emma Mellis, Dale Seneschal in 482. Dale Senior, that is. Dale Senior and Dale Junior. Is this NASCAR? There's Ben Lockwood, 618. Ben Spence in 903. Unfamiliar number on his wing because he's had to borrow a wing. He destroyed his own in a rollover. 376 there, that is Darren Seneschal. This is the pack lined up single file. Can Sam Dobbs hang on in front this time for a race victory, I wonder? Be desperate to after the disappointment of Heat 1. Here we go with the restart then. Jack White already put wide there by Courtney Witts in the 780 car. This car's going everywhere behind, as expected. Push and shove, and Henry King gets spun out there. Tommy Farrell runs him over. Two blue graders tangle there. Didn't see who put the bumper in. Rob Speak putting the bumper in. He's on the move up the order. There's a few drops of rain in the air. Well, it wouldn't be a Brisca F2 meeting without it raining at some point, would it? Rob Speak on the move. Just to make up for his disappointment of spinning out of Heat 1. By side there, Dan Roots and the 621 of Emma Mellis. She's going well. It's Sam Dobbs who leads. Here comes John Broach in the 722, getting the bumper in on the 780 car of Courtney Witts through into second place. In behind them, Jack Cave, number 801, Captain Caveman. Got in a tangle on the last bend of Heat 1 and lost a wheel, but still managed to cross the line for 8th place. As John Broach goes through on the inside at turns 1 and 2, takes the lead. Ran from the northeast. On with Mickey Brennan in 968, side by side with Roots. The whole Roots family of race stock cars, and most of them in that green livery, as Dave Polly, I think that was, ran over Ben Lockwood. Oh, this car's going everywhere down the straight there. Rob Speed blasts through the middle. Mickey Brennan's moving up as well. Here's a challenge for the lead from 801. It's all happening in this heat number 2. Jack Cave, Captain Caveman, goes through into the lead ahead of John Broach. Mickey Brennan is up into 3rd place. Then we have got Andrew Palmer, I think that is, in 4th. Sam Dobbs is down to 5th. Car in the wall there, that's Dave Polly. There'll be no double win for him. He ran over Ben Lockwood's car. There's 86, Jess Ward. Great to see her up at red grade. Jack Cave coming up to lap a back marker here. I think that's Emma Mellis in the 621 car. Cave up the inside into turn 1, goes through. Stationary yellow flag out there, just letting the leaders know there's a stranded car on turn 2. It's Dave Polly. So away goes the 801 car. Mickey Brennan trying to move through into second with him down the straight. Up the inside on John Broach. And through into second. The leader dealing with some back marker traffic. 642, our novice grader, Sam Mason. Novices for their first few meetings can start at the back. Cave from Brennan. Palmer now going through the third, and wallop, tangle there on the outside. Rob Speak putting the bumper in. It was Dan Roots tangling up. I think that was with Sam Dobbs, and Sam is not happy, smokes the tyres. Oh, and he goes head on into Dan Roots. Smashes him backwards along the track. He's going to try and... Oh, he hits him again. We don't want to see actions like that, Sam Dobbs. This is not a demolition derby. Well, Sam obviously frustrated after Heat 1, and he's boiled over there in that tangle with Dan Roots. Goodness me. Jack Cave continues to lead. Dan Roots trying to get going again, but he's parking up behind Dave Polly on the turn. It's 801 Cave that leads. Mickey Brennan hunting him down. And now Sam Dobbs pulls out in front of the leader. What is going on here? Then gets stuffed into the back of Dan Roots again by Jack Cave. He is not happy there, Sam Dobbs. I thought he was going to try and take the race leader out. Well, we do not want to see tactics like that, thank you very much. Sam Dobbs left to try and cool himself down as Jack Cave tries to hold off Mickey Brennan. Can he do so? In into the last lap we go. Still a bit of rain in the air. Looks as though Mickey Brennan is sizing up Jack Cave for a last bend lunge. Is he going to get close enough? Here we go. No, he's not. It's going to be a win for 8:01. Jack Cave takes the checkered flag. Brennan comes over in second. Andrew Palmer third. John Broach comes over in fourth. And it looks like Rob Speak took fifth position. Confirm that result in a moment. But some interesting tactics from Sam Dobbs there, taking his frustrations out on Dan Brute's Demolition Derby style. Wonder if the clerk of the course will have something to say about that. Wingo goes to Jack Cave, making the flag 0.6 of a second clear of Mickey Brennan, with Palmer third, Broach fourth, Rob Speak in fifth, Courtney Witts a fine sixth place ahead of the number 5 of Ayrton Mills. Ben Spence makes up for crashing out of Heat 1 with 8. Tommy Farrell and Jess Ward complete the top 10.
Heat 2 winner, 8:01 Jack Cave. Survived a few incidents in that one, we'll say.
Yeah, I think we got away lucky really. Just kept seeing glimpses in my mirror of a bit of carnage and a few people out in the fence a lap later, and yeah, we just kept our nose clean and kept going really.
And conditions got a bit tricky halfway through as well. On one of the restarts it actually started to drizzle a bit.
Yeah, about 3 laps, 4 laps, something like that. After the restart the track come good again, but for the first 2 or 3 in that restart it was, it was a bit greasy, let's say.
And once you got away, I mean, I don't know if you saw in your mirrors, you had Mickey was coming and a couple of the others were coming, but they couldn't just close that gap on you. You just kept it nice and sweet.
Yeah, like I say, just kept his nose clean. Just keep pedalling really, keep your head down and don't look in that mirror.
That's exactly right.
No, spot on. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now we move on to look at the national ministox. Drivers as young as 11 in these cars. They're all under 16. This is the 4th qualifying heats for the East Coast Championship. There were 3 heats and a white and yellow grade only race earlier on. The whites and yellows race won by 293 Alexi Bartram, and the earlier heats won by 68 Callum Thornton, 239 Lewis Smith, and number 1 Jack Witts, the holder of the national championship, the gold roof, and most of the other titles in the formula, to be fair, at the moment. Here we go then, and already getting spun out there. 2 cars go off. Bowden Murphy was one of them in 4.25. The other one was Olivia Spence in 9.03. So these drivers with parents who race in the senior formulas. Lily Finnegan in the pink car there has gone in, and the 9.25 car, I think that was as well, Jake Wilson. So we may have a caution already here. There's another car off there on turn 2, 2.23, I think that was, of Toby Partridge. There's cars everywhere, so the yellow flags have come out. Tom Butterfield it was who had the lead in 3.15, but we've stopped already. 4 cars off on turn 4. There's Jack Witts, the gold top in number 1, with Henry Robson, the current World of Shale champion, behind him in 67. Well, they didn't even get to the start line before 9.03. Olivia Spence got spun aside there by Bowden Murphy. They both went wide into the wall. And then further back, there's the number 55, Lily Finnegan, Lily the Pink. And 9.25 of Jake Wilson, they went in to that pile-up as well. We also lost Toby Partridge further round in 2.23. So 4 cars out of the race. We're ready for a restart then, with Butterfield leading, Joe Thompson 87 in second, and Kobe Lang in 300 is in third place. Big field of national mini stocks here this weekend to contest the East Coast Championship. Getting ready for the restart then, the 2 white graders in virtually identical cars at the front of the field. Here we go, and already somebody being taken out there, Tom Dunn, I think that was in 171, being sent sideways. They don't care, these young racers, do they? They'll stick the bumper in on anything. Away they go around the first turn, up the inside. Joe Thompson takes the lead from Tom Butterfield. Kobe Lang under fire behind them. 277 of Tom Rogers trying to put the bumper in. Here comes the 611 car as well. That's Jamie Hansen. 227 in there as well. Luke Siret-Barsby in his very brightly liveried blue and pink car trying to get the bumper in. Lots of push and shove all the way down the order. It'll be Jack Witts, number 1. Yeah, there he is, just carving through the middle of everybody, as he always does. Younger brother of Courtney Witts, who's now in the F2s. And the third member of the Witts family, Lucy Witts, is out there somewhere as well, starting out on her path in national mini stocks. Being lapped there on the inside, the 269 car, Freddie Rogers, was going in, and 3 and 4 abreast around the turns. There's Harrison Careless Veal, great name, in number 414, side by side with Luke Siret-Barsby. 4 wide behind them. Still Alfie Thompson, number 87, who's got the lead. There's 120, Finn Hunter-Johnson, his brother Freddie also in this field. Crash bang wallop there, Casey Jones, 76, getting the bumper in about 3 cars at once. Surrett Barsby battling it out with Kobe Lang in 300. Jack Witts will be up there with our leader, I would think now. Yes, there he is, he's up to second. Ahead of Tom Rogers in the 277 car. Surrett Barsby, I think, is now in 4th place, then Harrison Carelessfield. Jack Witts, it's surely only a matter of time before he takes the lead here. So quick Jack Witts is, trying to emulate his sister Courtney's achievements in national mini-stocks. He seems to win nearly every race he starts, Jack Witts. He's already got 1 heat win today, and he's surely going to get another one here. He's taken the lead from Joe Thompson in the 87, Tom Rogers in 3rd place. Side further back, Tom Earl in the 77, I think that was, on the outside. There's number 29, Gracie Squire, attacking Caden Morrison in 85. Very quick sim racer as well is Caden. Runner-up in the British Championship behind Jack Witts recently. 110 there, that's one of the Bullock family, Evan Bullock. His older brother Gillen has now moved up from the minis into the V8 hot stocks. Laps from the end of the race now. It's going to be another win for Jack Witts in the number 1. It's the last lap he goes, coming up on one of the back markers there. That's the 496 of Tom Holcroft. Comes from a family racing in heritage stock cars, some in UK modifieds. Here comes Jack Witts, takes the win. 2nd win of the day for Jack, the son of Ray Witts, the long-time V8 hot stock star. Successful in Brisca F1 as well. He's spinning out onto the centre there towards the end of that race. Let's see who that was. Jack Witts it is who takes the win. Confirm the rest of the results in a moment. But can anyone stop Jack Witts winning yet another title today? The East Coast Championship coming up later on. Witts the winner by just over a second ahead of Tom Rogers. Alfie Thompson going well, holding on for 3rd place ahead of Luke Surrett Barsby. Gracie Squire in 5th, then Caden Morrison, Evan Bullock, Kobe Lang in 8th, Casey Jones, number 76 in 9th, and Tom Andrew in number 345, rounding out the first 10. Well, despite a few drops of rain, some good racing so far, plenty of hard hits here today at the Skegness Raceway. Plenty more coming up in the second part of our programme, where we'll see 3 different formulas in action, F2s, national mini stocks, and the Brisca F1. That's coming up shortly, don't go away.